Well, here I am with the engineer, José Hugo Ochoa Vázquez, a mechatronics engineer from the TESON of the generation 2008. He's now studying master degree in finance, and I will make him 8 questions about the career of mechatronics. So the first one, what is the type of experiences what type of experiences does this career make the students have?
Well, if you study this career, you have the opportunity to work in several environments that other careers don't have. For example, laboratories of different kinds, physics, electronics, different kinds, that help the students have a very wide knowledge of different areas, not only just one like other careers.
Okay. ¿Está grabando? The second question, which competences do you think this career demands?
People who want to study this career need to have a passion for study, good mathematical skills, and also very analytical thinking. You have to understand several problems that you may face in this career, and you need to know how to solve them without all the tools that you might have if you have infinite resources. In this career you learn how to work with the resources that you have, which may be limited, and help you solve these problems only using those tools.
Okay. So the third question, which are jobs that an engineer in mechatronics can apply to?
Several jobs, especially since probably 2010. This career has had a boom. More companies need these professionals of this career. The great thing about mechatronics is that you learn things from several engineers, not only one, like if you study electronics or mechanics, you learn some parts of each one of these engineers. So it's engineering. So you have a very wide knowledge, you have experience in different areas, and that helps you apply to different jobs in different areas like electronics, mechanics, design of processes, or design of robots, or different areas.
Okay. The fourth question, what would you say to me if after 8 years I become an engineer in mechatronics? Which would be the aspects about my future labor?
I would first ask you, not tell you, I would ask you what is the idea that you had before you started studying, and after you finish your career, what is the idea that you have? Because sometimes that you change your view of the career while you study. You begin with the idea that you might work only with robots or with small systems, but it's a very wide engineering. So I will ask you probably what is your view now that you studied this career, and what is the area of all the ones that you study that suits you more. And after that, I will tell you to follow that path, because the idea of that career is that you have the necessary tools to go through any of those paths.
Okay. The question number 5. What do you think does a student need after he graduates to compete and make him notice above other professionals?
Again, mechatronics engineering, the good thing about it is that you have knowledge of several areas. And if you study only mechanics, you will have only the knowledge of mechanics. If you study electronics, only the knowledge of electronics. But if you study mechatronics, you have the knowledge of all these areas. And that's a big plus that we will give you to the company that hires you, because With only one person, you will have the knowledge and the work of several engineers.
Thanks. Next question. Which are some specializations, branches that an engineer in mechatronics can do?
Well, there are many of them. As I told you, mechanics, electronics, robotics, nanotechnology, biotechnology, and especially again from I don't know maybe 5 years ago to this point in history, more and more companies want mechatronics in Mexico, and all around the world it's a very demanded career, and many companies want people with these skills.
Okay, sí sigue grabando.
Sí.
Ah, es que me vino la voz, ¿no?
No, sí, no hay ningún problema.
Okay. The next question. Which are some megatrends that this career has in the actuality? Megatrend is like something popular, like nowadays are the Tesla Motors car.
Yeah. I believe that that's exactly the megatrend that it's following. It's especially the thing that is being used to now is eco-friendly technologies, things that save probably energy or maybe new sources of electricity, of power. This kind of trends are the ones that this career is following.
Okay. And final question, Will. You said before that, well, I used to think that mechatronics was like only robots, but because that was like the fun part. But I will say this: I imagine that this career is like something fun and interesting to study. Did you feel the same?
Yes, I thought that it was fun before I studied it, and while I was studying it, I discovered that it is a lot of fun. And you learn so many things of so many topics that you begin to grow a very high level of knowledge, high level of skills, and finally you can apply them in several ways. If you like robots, you can apply to robots. If you like nanotechnology, you can apply nanotechnology in maybe aeronautics and airplanes and spacecrafts and those things. Maybe in cars, it's also something that people like to work with. So it's a lot of fun. All of these things that I told you are a lot of fun. So I think that it's a very good way to look at the career.
Okay. Well, that was an interview.
Thanks.
Thanks.